All right, I'm just gonna roll the camera. Was not really feeling like doing a video, but I committed to at least one real video a day. So here it is. Day of clients. I got another round of blood work done, so they did a whole bunch of that, and a urine test. So they got my pee. So I'll be seeing what comes of that. Trying to eat healthier than I already was because I thought I was, but clearly I'm not based on my blood work. And yeah, so life, you see here, I'm in this empty apartment. Sold most of my furniture because I was only here for a year in California. I'm headed back to Alaska. My house in Alaska is in closing, so I'm going to be looking for another place there and then see where life takes me. I'm going to go back there for about 10 days in a few weeks. Then I'm going to drive back there a couple weeks later when I get back here. Close out this place, finish out the lease. That'll be the end of August. And then, yeah, then I'm headed back there. It's going to be a nice drive, probably about a week or so through Canada to get back home. Not sure if I'm going to sell my car here and then get another one or drive the one I have now and then sell it and get. I need a four-wheel drive, something a little bigger if I'm going to be up in Alaska. So, but I only need one car, so I'm going to do that too. So that's my life. That's what I'm doing. Let's talk about dogs. I'm a professional dog trainer, if you don't know. I use a unique sensory integration based way of addressing dogs with severe behavior problems through a lot of years of practice, trial and error, and just classical conditioning. And then of course, just leadership, techniques that dogs have by instinct. As a result, I am very direct about how I teach dog behavior. There's not a lot of it's okay coming from me because whenever I've done that or tried to bargain with the nature of how dogs are, we've never had anything but lack of results. So it has to be their way, especially when you're dealing with behavior issues. It's not letting it how you feel about it or how your last dog was or whatever people. It's got to be the way of the dog, right? That's pretty much it is. I'm not creating anything new. I didn't invent dogs. I'm just tapping into my many hours of experience-based understanding and my own innate understanding of how sensory processing works and just my own struggles I've had with that type of thing in my own human life. But yeah, so that's what I talk a lot about trying to take a step, because a lot of people, even when I'm just pointing out literal facts of what's going on in front of us, people can't see it. People get mad because holistic, neurotypical people, they call it, most people are just wired to see only what their brain lets them, and everything gets filtered out. People on the spectrum, dogs, we kind of see it unfiltered, and the skill in life we have to develop is how to navigate that without getting overloaded or misinterpreted. And for dogs, it's not much different. It's just a more simple version. Dogs can get sensory overload just by being misinterpreted of what their role is, and how we interact with them is not one that comes across as a pack leader would. And many dogs, or the dogs I tend to see, are much more hypervigilant, intelligent, independent-minded. They want to be dominant, whatever you want to see it, you call it. But it leads to these dogs having these, just getting these issues, these sensory overloaded, over-analysis, lack of structure because they don't know who's in control and just not knowing what to do when. That's it. Separation anxiety, reactivity, impulse control, excessive barking, destructive behaviors, potty issues, and an overall discontented dog. If you address all that in a preemptive, thorough, and consistent way, you'll end up with dogs just kind of these problems fixing themselves, and a happy, content dog that listens and has real life skills that you can enjoy and get out in the world and do all types of cool stuff like off-leash hikes and fun socially and travel and all this other stuff that we are limited by. Not just mentally, our dogs are limited by the enjoyment of life, but what we can enjoy with our dogs, because training is about us too. But we have to change us to get what we want of a dog. We got to give them their needs accommodation before our needs at all sometimes can even be regarded. That's just how dogs are.